So tell me, have you heard of this profession, human resources, before? Yes or no? Just yes or no answers on the chat. Have you heard of something called human resources? Yes, some of you are saying yes. Yes, thank you, Emmanuel. Thank you, Shifra. Anybody else? Have you heard of this? It's a different kind of a profession, right? Human resources. Have you heard of it? Good. What have you heard? Do one of you, Ivan, maybe want to unmute and tell us what have you heard about HR? Thank you, Vinod. Wonderful. What have you heard about human resources? Is it something that's very famous, popular? What is it? Have you heard of human resources as a profession? We're going to talk more about it today. How do you become a human resources professional? But I just want to know what is in your mind. What have you heard so far? Is someone in your family in HR, or you have a friend? How did you get to know? You can put in the chat as well. How did you get to know about this profession of human resources?
Ma'am, my uncle is a HR guy, so I got to know this through him.
Excellent, Ivan. Thank you for unmuting and speaking. Appreciate it. Thank you, Shifra. I heard about it from a church member. Wonderful. Vinod, heard that these guys manage people in organizations. Like, excellent. Yes. You can unmute as well and share. So, yeah, so super. That is wonderful. So, many of you have heard about this profession. Let me tell you what is human resources. Okay. So, human resources, or HR, and I'll use the word HR after this, is basically um, there is a department in every company, okay? And any company you go to will have a HR department. So if you go to a hospitality industry, okay, so that is like a big hotel like Marriott or Taj. If you go to an IT company like Infosys or Wipro or Accenture, if you go to e-commerce like Amazon or Flipkart, or if you go to defense, the army will have a HR department. Hospitals, Apollo Hospital will have a HR department. So you name it, any industry you go to will have a HR department. And that's what's wonderful about it, right? HR people will never be without a job because every industry needs a HR department. So what does HR department do? HR basically, what it does is, like one of you rightly said, they manage the people in the organization. So what do they do? So uh, in an IT company, people are engineers there, right? Software engineers, and they're coding and they're developing softwares, etc. So what will HR do there? They will get such people. So anyone who wants to join Infosys or Wipro or what anything, any company will have to go through the HR department. So HR department will do the recruitment. They will interview you. They will say, okay, Vinod, you're a great guy. We can give you a job in Infosys, right? Or Ivan, I think you're an excellent communicator, and you can get a job as as a whatever, as a leader in a big company. So HR department only will interview you and give you that job. The second thing HR does is they will decide what salary to give different people. Okay, this much money we should be giving these people. So the payroll, the compensation, it is called. So salary. HR is the one who does the training. They will train you. So when you come out from campus, if you're an engineer and you come out from campus, then HR department will select you, will recruit you, and will train you. They will teach you. They will say, hey, this is what you should do in a company. This is how you need to do things. This is the various processes that you need to learn. So HR will teach you all that. And then HR will work on if there's some problems in the company, if, how to manage things. So all of those things HR will do. And when you want to leave the company also, HR will help you. So human resources is very, very important department in every organization. Okay. So 2-3 things we are learning right now. One is HR is there in every industry. If you want to be in a hospitality or hospital or defense or government, even government organizations will have HR departments because they have to recruit people, right? So any industry, you will have HR. Another beautiful thing about HR is any country, will have HR. Because if you join the army, you join in India, you can't go and be an army in some other country, right? If you're an army person in India. But that's not like that in HR. You can be HR in any country, in any industry. So it's a very, very versatile profession to have. The second question and second thing we learned is, how do you become what do you do in HR? And we learned that, right? They recruit, they train, they manage, they develop people. They will tell people, okay, this year you did very well, so this much hike you will give, or we will promote you. All those decisions are done by HR. The third thing I want to talk to you today is, how do you become HR? Where do you start? Okay, the 2-3 ways you can become. HR, you have to be a graduate minimum. Okay, so you have to have a graduation, and any graduation works in HR. But typically, usually, the graduations that HR people will have are BCom, BBA, BBM, some of the art subjects like I'm a BSc psychology. So you can do art subjects also like that. There are many engineers who decide to do to become HR professionals as well. So graduation is very important. What graduation is not that important? The second thing is, most HR professionals will have a master's degree, either an MA in HR or a MSSW, the School of Social Work, right? Social work kind of uh, um, a master's degree. And the third and most common is an MBA, right? My personal recommendation is to do a graduation and to do a master's. MBA is definitely recommended. So you will specialize in HR, and in your master's degree, or sometimes in graduation also, you'll have a subject. You'll be taught what is HR, what are the various aspects of HR, various things that HR does within the organization. Yeah? So that is how that's the qualifications you require for HR. So I'm going to take a pause here. I have a few more things to share, but I'm going to take a pause and ask you if you have any questions that I can start answering for you. I'm going to put up some questions that you may have. Anything more than that also I can share. So this is possibly some questions on your mind. And you can ask me anything else. We discussed what is human resources. Is it worth doing HR? Absolutely. Because this is one department, like I told you, is there in all industries. It's a great career because you get to work with people, you get to help people, you get to do roles of very high impact in organizations. What does it take to succeed in HR? You have to be people oriented. You should enjoy talking to people, enjoy speaking to people. Things like that. HR analytics is also, so if you're very good with data, numbers, that's also one career in HR. But I'll take a pause. Any questions?
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, Shruti.
I'm Shruti. I'm a stat student. I'm coming from a statistical background. So is it possible that even if I do the master's in statistics, can I become a HR?
So there are parts of HR, Shruti, and I'm sure if you're doing statistics, you're a brilliant person. It's a fantastic, profession to have in itself. But within HR, like I just mentioned, there's a lot to do with HR analytics, Shruti. So there's, really understanding people in large organizations. So I work for an organization called Accenture, right? I was with Amazon for till a few months back, and now I'm with Accenture. And these are big organizations, right? So in India, Accenture has 2-3 lakhs people. So HR, for them to understand what is happening with 2-3 lakhs people, there's a lot of data that gets churned. Are people happy in the organization? How many people are leaving? Today, how many people logged into the system? How many hours are they working? How much percentage hike have we given? All these are data questions, Shruti. And we use very deep analytics and analytical tools, algorithms that are developed to kind of answer some of these questions. So I think if you decide to do statistics plus HR, it's a great combination to have, and you have a very bright future in HR, but in the data analytics of human resources. Shruti, I hope that answers your question.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
No issues. There are a lot of questions coming on the chat directly to me. So, ma'am, is it worth to have a HR as a career in the long run? Absolutely. This is like I said, right? Different industries go through ups and downs. Today, if you see, hospitality industry is down. We are not going anywhere to hotels. Travel industry is down. What else? Retail, not the online retail, but regular shopping outside retail industry is down. But some industries are up. Pharmaceuticals, hospitals, those industries are up. So different industries have ups and downs, right? But HR is one profession that is there in all industries. So today, if you're a HR in a hospitality industry, like a hotel, and it's not doing well at all, or your HR in an airlines company and it's not doing well because nobody is traveling, you can always jump very easily to any other industry. It's a very fungible career. So I think in the long run, it's a good career to have because you can be fungible with many, many industries. And HR is gaining a lot more importance because they're understanding that people are very, very important. So, Ivan, I hope I've answered your question. Jane, what are the requirements to become HR? I think we talked about it. There are personal characteristics that are important. You need to be good in communication, not good, but at least interested in it. You need to be, and you need to do, of course, a degree. And a great advantage is to do a master's degree. So that's important to have. Can one take up HR after studying neurology? Whoever is asked this, do you want to unmute and share what exactly you mean by that? What is neurology? You're talking about medical neurology?
Yes, medical neuroscience.
Okay, yeah, like I mentioned, any kind of background works in HR, right? So if whatever you do in your graduation doesn't really matter. If you want to pursue, but I would suggest have some specialization in HR, that either you do a diploma or you get some sort of master's degree, Annie, and that will help you kind of really understand what HR is about. But HR is very agnostic about your education background. It just needs you to specialize in it in your master's little bit, which will help you. So I'm doing humanities. So if I take up HR, what options in HR do I have open for me? One thing is you have to start at the bottom in HR. Otherwise, you'll find it difficult. So you have to start doing something. So a lot of BPOs will have HR processes, HR operations that they process. So that's a great place to start. Do 1-2 years there in HR operations, in a BPO, or in recruiting. In some of these organizations like TeamLease, they do recruitment in bulk, those kind of things. So that's a great place to start, and then slowly build your career in HR from there. Another question coming is it hard to study MBA in HR because I'm weak in maths? Oh, I'm weak in maths too. There's nothing that you have to be really good in maths to do HR. You don't have to be super brilliant with numbers. There is a part, like we just spoke about data analytics and stuff in HR, but the other side of it is also there. If you're good in speaking, you can get into training, development, people management, things like that, recruiting, doing interviews. So you call up people, say, hey, what are you doing right now? Would you be interested in a job? This is the job opportunities. And looking at them, you decide on their salary. So you don't have to be good in maths. I think whoever asked that question, I don't want to mention the name, but be super confident of getting into HR and doing your MBA. Let me move to the next question. What will a successful career in HR look like, right? So HR has various departments. We've been talking about it. So I think a successful career in HR will be when you can get experience in all those departments, in recruitment, in compensation, in managing people, in training, in development. You get experience in all that, and then you can actually eventually in your career lead HR as well for an organization. So I'm going to ask one or two of you to unmute and say, is there anything else that you want to know about?
Mom, so basically we need to develop our soft skills.
Yeah, good catch. Absolutely. So grab any opportunity you can to speak, to talk, to, take those kind of opportunities. Those will help you in HR. Which field is best in HR? Like I said, any field has HR. Any profession you get into will have a HR department, any industry. So HR is there everywhere. Any company you take, if you know anyone who's working, ask them, do you have a HR department? What do they do? So start asking those questions. Try to understand, Google, check what is HR, what kind of jobs, roles are available. So start doing your homework with that. But I must say, a lot of lovely questions today. Very, very exciting. I wish you a long, successful, exciting career ahead, whatever you choose. Yeah. So all the best to you. Oh, we still have 2 minutes. Yeah, go for it. Please ask. Ivan, you wanted to ask something?
No, just a thank you.
Ah. Any other questions? So I think the next 2-3 quick things you need to do is anyone you know who's working, right? Ask them if they have a HR department and what do they do. So start asking those questions. Second thing you can do is Google what is human resources. Third is if you're in your degree and you want to work after that, then maybe do some small online course and start understanding what is HR. But if you want to pursue your master's in HR, then I would suggest an MBA is the best option for you. So that would be my 3 next steps for you after this. Yeah, depending on where you are. But whatever it is, start talking to people about it. Anyone you know who's working, you should ask them. You have HR department. What does it do? Have you heard about it? Yeah, and then you'll get an understanding slowly. Cool. I look forward to staying in touch. You can look me up on LinkedIn and yep. I'm happy to help if any of you need advice or need any more help beyond this or want to have a one-on-one conversation. You've been a lovely, lovely, lovely interactive group.